Saturday is National Move Over Day, and it could be the difference between life and death.
The number of crashes involving work crews has soared here in Ohio.
Isabella Roberts live tonight with a safety alert on what's being done to cut down on those accidents. And Isabella, how a simple lane change could save a life.
That's right. Whether it's a construction crew, a tow truck, or even a state trooper, Ohio's Move Over law was put into place to protect the people working just feet from traffic. And with the number of crashes into ODOT crews rising to 88 this year, ODOT wants to remind everyone of this important law.
Moving over and slowing down, while it is the law, it's also just the right thing to do.
National Move Over Day is this Saturday, but ODOT and Ohio State Highway Patrol want to remind you moving over for roadside workers is a law you should be following year-round.
The Move Over law is not solely for the safety of the roadside workers. It's also for the safety of the traveling public.
This reminder comes as just last week, the number of crashes involving ODOT crews this year grew to 88. That's already 4 crashes more than last year.
We really need all of your help, as in the motoring public, to keep our work zones safe.
Amanda McFarland with ODOT wants people to remember that these roadside workers are real people who have lives outside of their jobs.
And they want to get home at the end of the day to their family and their pets and their friends.
This weekend, State Highway Patrol conducted a 2-hour targeted enforcement of a work zone, and the number of people pulled over shocked Lieutenant Ray Santiago.
We had 21 motorists that were cited for violation of our move over or slow down law.
ODOT recognizes there might be times where you can't always move over.
If you can't safely move over, you need to slow down, reduce your speeds, and keep your attention on the roadway.
But at the end of the day, everyone deserves to get home safely to their loved ones.
Whether they're blue, they're amber, or they're green, everyone needs to do their part to move over, slow down, to ensure that everyone is safe.
Now, officials were telling me that as winter comes, the road conditions are only going to get more dangerous. So they really want to stress the importance of distraction-free driving, as well as moving over for those roadside workers, because like you heard, it could save a life. In North Ridgeville, Isabella Roberts, 19 News.